Welcome back to our weekly Real Estate Revealed video. Today we're down at the brand new Health Freak Cafe in Floreat. They're a West Australian success story, having opened up in a number of great locations around Perth. They've only been open for a couple of months here in Floreat, and it's definitely been a huge hit for the community. They're open from breakfast through to dinner, and as you can tell from the name, everything is clean, healthy and gluten and sugar free. So do yourself a favour and come on down and check it out. Well, today's real estate reveal is when is the best time to buy or sell in the property cycle. Like all investments, residential property follows a cycle. All of us want to maximise our profit. In a perfect world, we'd all like to sell high and buy low. The key is knowing when to pick the best time to buy and sell, and hinges on understanding where you are in a cycle. Conventional wisdom is that residential property follows a 7 to 10 year cycle between peaks. Within those cycles are the usual value, growth, peak and correction phases. But unlike other types of assets or investments, property is so segmented that residential property can have a different cycle to a surrounding suburb or city. Knowing where you are on a property cycle means following a strict process of understanding 4 key elements that will affect your decision. The first key element is local influences. In many areas, local influences can be as little as being on the right or wrong side of the street and or railway line when it comes to investment returns. New infrastructure like roads or rail lines can boost or deflate values depending on your proximity and access. Likewise, the release of new housing areas can affect demand and supply and therefore prices. A building boom means more stock and dampening of prices. The second key element is the condition of the property dwelling. Calculating the suitability and the type of construction for a property will help determine what risk there may be for future costs to rectify any possible problems. These can be pretty hefty if they're unplanned, unexpected, or you haven't budgeted for them. The third key element is city variances. Every capital city and major regional centre has their own unique influences that affect their cycle. Here in Perth, we're driven by the commodities cycle and we rely heavily on the prosperity of the resources sector. The fourth element is economic indicators. Residential property tends to be a good barometer of WA's economic health. Economic indicators which affect property markets are unemployment, interest rates, population growth, exchange rates and consumer confidence. In concluding, a cycle is made up of 4 property phases. The first is the opportunity phase. This is the best time to buy and is the beginning of the cycle. The second is the growth phase. This is where investors are more confident, I should say, as they see values rise. The third is the peak phase. Here, inexperienced and timid investors pile in. The fourth is the correction phase. This is where buyers overextend and banks tighten their credit. So where are we today in the property cycle? Well, with positive recent news of the direct Qantas Perth UK route, is this the start of the first cycle? The opportunity phase. Well, it offers some food for thought, doesn't it? Combine this with 3 economic indicators of low interest rates, a low Australian dollar, which means it makes our property prices cheaper for expats and foreign buyers using other currencies to purchase, so more demand, and add some very positive consumer confidence based on this Qantas direct route to Perth, which I've just mentioned, which will provide up to 6,500 extra jobs and an estimated $500 million predicted to flow into the West Australian economy. Well, 2017 could be your year. My name's Greig from One Agency West Coast, and that's today's Real Estate Reveal. If you've got any requests of what you'd like us to reveal next, please let us know. We're always looking for new ideas because ultimately it's you that really matters. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.